All right, welcome everyone. This is my first live stream, so bear with me as I kind of muddle through this. But I wanted to start this first one off with talking to you about the Canva public view link and why, we're going to talk about what is it and why you might want to use this. So why would you want to use the public view link in Canva? Sometimes you don't really want to be putting an attachment into an email, and that can set off some spam flags. So if you want to absolutely make sure someone is getting something, sometimes it's just better to give them a link and they can just look at it through the link. Another reason why you might not want to give somebody an actual attachment is because you might not want to share your intellectual property in a way that can be copied. I personally had a situation a while back where I shared a document with someone, and that person ended up taking that document and repurposing it and using it for themselves. So now I'm a little bit more aware of it, and now I use the view link a lot more than I ever did before. Another reason why you might want to use this is because it actually gives you some really great insights, right? So we'll get into that. I'm going to jump over to the tool, to the Canva tool, and I'm going to show you what the public view link looks like. So let's go over here. So I have up on my screen, this is just a slide deck for a presentation that I did a few months ago, and I like to share my slides with anybody that attends my presentation. But I don't want to give them the slides where they could, take it and edit it or do something with it. So up here in the share button, if we click on that, you can see, right, public view link. And it says live because I've already turned it on. But if we click on that link, then all you have to do, it's already created the link for you. You can copy the link, and then you can share that with anyone. So I just hit the copy button. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to hop over to a browser session, and I'm going to switch my screen share here. Okay. So now this is what it looks like. So the link I had put up here, and just, hit the enter button, right? You just copy the link and put it there, or you could just click on it. But now you can see what this looks like, right? It looks just like my slides, but there's nothing anybody can do except to click through them. And the best part about this, let me click all the way to the end here. So in this document, in this slide presentation that I did, here's the last slide. So close that. So this last slide here, I had included clickable links. And so you can see that the links are still clickable in this document. So, if I clicked on the LinkedIn, now it takes you over to my LinkedIn profile, right? So this makes it super handy, right? Like, this is something that you can give a document. If you're doing presentations, you can pass out your slides without worry of people, taking your content or being able to copy it. And you can include links in there so for people to be able to connect with you or follow you or do whatever. So I think that this is just a really great tool. But I also want to show you, I'm going to stop sharing that, and let's go back to, we go back into Canva. So that was the link, right? We're going to, and there's a button down here. So this is, this is if you are a paying member of Canva, notify me when this document gets accessed. So you'll get like an email that says that somebody looked at the document. So click anywhere, that box goes away. But up here in the corner here, we have the analytics button. And if we click the analytics and we make sure we're on the public view link, right, we can see, I only have one view link. You can actually add more than one link. So if you were doing a presentation to two different groups of people, you could give them each group a different link. and then you could track, have even better analytics for it, right? But this tells me, how many unique visitors have clicked on that link, and you can see the number of visits, right? So people have come back to it multiple times, and you can click on here and look at the number of visits somebody, right? So if somebody made like 14 different visits, um show more, and it'll even show you like how much time people spent on the slides, average time spent per page, average pages visited, all that kind of good stuff. So this is just a really handy feature, I think, something that often gets really overlooked with Canva. There's a lot of features in here that people aren't really sure what they are and what to use, and that's what my live sessions are going to be covering. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it made sense. Drop a comment, in the comment box if you have a question or if you want more information, and I'll be sure to get back to you.